The family and I decided to go to Newburyport, Massachusetts to visit a little-known, hidden-away gem. But once you find it, you'll be so happy you did.
You have arrived.
Hello, today we are in Newburyport, Massachusetts, at the Customs House Maritime Museum. So come along with me and see what we can see. At the time of our visit, the Custom House Maritime Museum was opened Tuesday through Sunday from noon to 4 p.m. There is an admission, which is $7 for adults, $5 for seniors and students, and it's free for Newbury residents. Now they do have restrooms available, but they are downstairs. And a little difficult to find, just follow the little signs. Now in this wonderful, beautiful hallway with the Roman buttresses up there, you'll see a lot of great artifacts, things I've never seen before. Now here's a portrait of Hannah Jones in circa 1840s, and if you notice here, that bracelet is right over here. And the neat thing about that bracelet is the band is made of her husband's hair. Now this board is actually much bigger than I am. It's called a knot board, and it has 36 different types of knots in it. A Eagle Scout would be proud. Now each section on the first floor is divided into galleries, and each is marked, such as the Brown Gallery. Now this gallery is named after Moses Brown, who beginning in 1778, he commanded several privateer vessels, starting with the 250-ton, 18-gun General Arnold. This building was built in 1835 to facilitate growing overseas trade and tax collection of imported goods on the waterfront. Now, Newburyport's previous custom house at State Street had burned in what they called the Great Fire of 1811. This structure was designed by architect Robert Mills. Now, you might recognize that name because he also designed the U.S. Treasury Building and the Washington Monument. Now these were not just drinking goblets, they were actually measuring standards. So anyone selling liquid by specific amounts would have to have been required by law to have their measures verified by the sealer of weights and measures under penalty of a fine. Now this document is extremely interesting because it was given to William Graves Jr. by the authorities of China, and it allowed him to enter or exit legally almost a decade before China was officially opened to U.S. trade. Now, obviously, being a port city, the Coast Guard plays a very, very important role. So you cannot have a museum on the port without at least mentioning the U.S. Coast Guard. Thank you for your service. And in this room, don't forget to look up, because there's a beautiful mural up there. Now, as you know, downstairs is the restroom, but it's also a visitor center, and they have some more things to see that I think would be interesting, not only for little kids, but children of all ages. Just be careful of these steps. You can try your hand at knots. You can view the knot board and look at all kinds of maps. View one of the original Custom House Maritime Museum signs and some really neat half models here. I'm not sure what type of ships, but beautiful half models nonetheless. And don't forget to go up these really neat steps to the second floor, where there are even more exhibits. Now this is the Mosley Gallery. Oh my goodness. Look at the size of that clamshell. It's my foot. No, I'm not touching it, but I just want to compare it with my foot. Wow. And I have a size 12 foot, so. Now here is a sculpture of Justice. Unfortunately, her scales fell off, but there's the scales there. Beautiful piece. That was done back in 1805. And the nice thing is, on the second floor, they do have a lot of nice benches to sit on if you need to. And look at all the history. Now the Baker Gallery is a little smaller, but if you like old maps and old ships and want to know what ships look like from the inside out, this is the place to be. And in the Boucher Gallery, they have a lot of the important citizenry in the area and important things that happen in the area. Now these molds show us how these little mini statues were made. Awesome. Wow, so much history in this town. And in the McGuard Library, you will see not only books that you would think of normally in a library, but also some really neat history of the area. History of important books that reference the area or its history. and some famous people who visited here. And some more really nice antiques. Wow, beautiful stuff. Now currently the 3rd floor and the 4th floor are off limits, but maybe they'll be opened up in the future. We shall see. Now out back there is a little bit of a river walk that you can do past the Odie's Market, and it just goes right by the bay and the marina. That's it, but it's a pretty walk. And then another short section right next to the Harbor Master. That's an actual boardwalk.